Hey there, and welcome to Juicy Celeb Talks. Otis Reading, the maestro of spirit music, soared high on the waves of distinction, basking in the ever-growing adoration of his fans. His journey began humbly, with sweat and tears, gradually elevating him to the throne of soul music. But just as everything seemed perfect, tragedy struck, casting a shadow over his radiant years of success. In the annals of music history, Otis Reading's tale is one of triumphs and tribulations, a saga filled with the glories of fame and the cruelties of fate. Let's delve into the remarkable odyssey of Otis Reading, from his musical career to his untimely demise. Otis Reading Jr.'s story commenced on September 9, 1941, in Dawson, Georgia. At the tender age of 5, his family relocated to Macon, where he immersed himself in the melodies of renowned singers like Sam Cooke and Little Richard. Young Otis began his musical journey singing in the church choir, honing his guitar and piano skills along the way. By the age of 10, he was already refining his drumming and vocal prowess, even joining the high school band at Ballard Hudson Secondary School. On Sundays, he earned a modest sum singing gospel tunes on a local radio station. However, life threw him a curveball when his father fell ill with tuberculosis when Otis was just 15. To support his family, he had to drop out of school and take on part-time jobs like digging wells and odd labor. Eventually, he landed a spot in a band called the Upsetters, where he caught the eye of Little Richard before embarking on his solo career. Otis's breakthrough came in 1958, at the age of 17, when he participated in a talent show called The Teenage Party hosted by DJ Hamp Lover at the Roxy and Douglas Theaters. A local guitar virtuoso, Johnny Jenkins, noticed that the band supporting Otis wasn't up to par and decided to join in himself. Otis chose to sing Heebie-Jeebies by Little Richard, and the rest is history. He mesmerized audiences week after week, winning the talent show for a remarkable 15 weeks in a row. During one of these performances, he met Zelma Atwood, who would later become his wife. Despite their youth, they welcomed their first child, Dexter, into the world in the summer of 1960. In August 1961, Otis and Zelma tied the knot, eventually expanding their family to 3 children. However, by 1960, Otis felt the urge for greater opportunities, prompting him to leave his young family behind and venture to Los Angeles, California, in search of greener pastures. In Los Angeles, Otis crafted some of his most memorable tracks and secured a deal with Stax Records, making a significant impact on the music scene. His early hit, These Arms of Mine, penned by himself, quickly climbed the charts, reaching number 20 on the R&B chart in 1963. Known for his infectious energy in the studio, Otis recorded his third album, Otis Blue, in just a single day in 1965. Collaborating frequently with Steve Cropper, Otis introduced a new sound to rhythm and blues, one that resonated deeply with listeners worldwide. However, amidst his soaring career, tragedy struck on December 10, 1967, as Otis was set to perform at the Factory Club in Madison, Wisconsin. Earlier that day, he had spoken to his wife over the phone, who sensed something amiss in his voice, but brushed it off as fatigue from their hectic schedule. Little did she know, it would be their final conversation. Around 12:30 p.m., Otis and his bandmates, along with their valet, boarded Otis's private plane, a twin-engine Beechcraft Hay-10. The pilot, Richard Fraser, reassured them of their safety, despite warnings about the inclement weather. As they approached Truax Field in Madison, disaster struck. The plane began to descend, struggling to navigate through the dense fog and rain. Witnesses reported seeing the plane fly erratically before crashing into Lake Monona. The impact was devastating, claiming the lives of Otis, his bandmates, and the pilot. Despite efforts to rescue them, only one band member, Ben Colley, managed to survive, albeit with deep emotional scars that haunted him for years. The cause of the crash was attributed to a suspected issue with the plane's battery system, compounded by poor weather conditions. The tragic loss sent shockwaves through the music world, leaving fans and loved ones grieving the untimely departure of a beloved icon. Growing up in Macon, Georgia, Otis immersed himself in the local music scene, honing his skills as a singer, guitarist, and pianist. By the age of 10, he was already displaying remarkable talent, captivating audiences with his soulful voice and electrifying stage presence. His early experiences singing in the church choir and performing on local radio stations laid the foundation for his future success. In 1958, at the age of 17, Otis's life took a dramatic turn when he entered a talent show called The Teenage Party, hosted by DJ Hamp Lover. Little did he know that this fateful decision would launch his career into the stratosphere. With his mesmerizing performance of Heebie-Jeebies by Little Richard, Otis captured the hearts of audiences week after week, winning the talent show an unprecedented 15 times in a row. During this time, Otis also found love in the form of Zelma Atwood, a fellow teenager who would become his lifelong partner. Despite their youth, their bond was strong, and they soon welcomed their first child, Dexter, into the world. As Otis's star continued to rise, he made the difficult decision to leave his young family behind and pursue his dreams in Los Angeles, California. In Los Angeles, Otis found himself at the epicenter of the music industry, collaborating with legendary artists and recording some of his most iconic tracks. His soulful voice and heartfelt lyrics struck a chord with listeners, earning him widespread acclaim and establishing him as a true pioneer of soul music. However, amidst his meteoric rise to fame, tragedy struck on December 10th, 1967, when Otis's private plane crashed into Lake Monona in Madison, Wisconsin. The crash claimed the lives of Otis, his bandmates, and the pilot, leaving behind a gaping void in the music world. The exact cause of the crash remains shrouded in mystery, but it serves as a sobering reminder of the dangers inherent in the pursuit of fame and fortune. In the wake of the crash, Otis's wife, Zelma, was left to grapple with the devastating loss of her beloved husband. Despite her grief, she remained steadfast in her commitment to preserving Otis's legacy, ensuring that his music would continue to inspire future generations of artists and fans. Over the years, Otis's influence has only grown stronger, transcending the boundaries of time and space to touch the lives of people around the world. His timeless recordings continue to resonate with audiences of all ages, reminding us of the power of music to heal, uplift, and unite. Though Otis may no longer be with us in body, his spirit lives on through the enduring legacy of his music. From the soulful strains of These Arms of Mine to the haunting melody of Dock of the Bay, Otis's songs continue to stir the hearts and souls of listeners everywhere, ensuring that his voice will never be forgotten. As we reflect on Otis's remarkable life and legacy, let us remember him not only as a gifted musician but also as a beloved husband, father, and friend. Though he may have been taken from us far too soon, his music remains a timeless testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. And as long as his songs continue to be sung, Otis Redding Jr. will live on in our hearts forever.
The aftermath of the crash brought profound sorrow and unanswered questions. Otis's wife, Zelma, clung to hope, praying for his miraculous survival. However, her hopes were dashed when the coroner confirmed the recovery of Otis's body from the lake. Despite the tragic outcome, rumors swirled about a mysterious attachment case found at the crash site, fueling speculation about its contents. Official reports offered no clarity, leaving the case shrouded in mystery. In the wake of Otis's passing, the music industry mourned the loss of a prodigious talent whose legacy endures through his timeless recordings. Songs like Dock of the Bay topped the charts, resonating with audiences long after his untimely demise. While Otis's life was tragically cut short, his influence continues to inspire generations of musicians and fans alike. Decades later, the Redding family faced another devastating blow with the loss of Otis Redding III to cancer in 2023. His passing marked yet another chapter of grief for a family that had endured more than its fair share of tragedy. Despite the pain, Otis's descendants carry on his musical legacy, ensuring that his spirit lives on through their own artistic endeavors. Otis Redding's story is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of music to transcend boundaries. Though he may no longer grace the stage, his voice echoes through the annals of time, a timeless testament to the indelible mark he left on the world. As fans continue to cherish his music, Otis Redding's legacy remains etched in the hearts of all who have been touched by his soulful melodies. The legacy of Otis Redding Jr., the maestro of soulful melodies, extends far beyond the confines of his tragically short life. Born on September 9, 1941, in Dawson, Georgia, Otis's journey from humble beginnings to international acclaim is a testament to his extraordinary talent and unwavering dedication to his craft. As a young boy, Otis was drawn to the soul-stirring sounds of Sam Cooke and Little Richard, igniting a passion for music that would shape his destiny.